For those who have joined us before and for those who are joining us for the first time, welcome wherever you are in the world. I'm Charlene, and we have here on live also.
Hey guys, I'm Silves.
And I'm on Purling.
How are you guys this morning?
It wasn't too bad this morning.
Yeah, I think trying to get the hang of the looking a bit more presentable for live in the mornings. A few icy sprays of water on the face.
We're getting there. We're getting
Yeah,
there.
we're getting
good.
Struggle, but we're good. We're getting there.
Yeah.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. It's getting a little easier getting up at this time, but better than yesterday.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so. Yeah. I think I'm just thinking this is probably our episode. What do you reckon? 7, 8, 9?
Maybe? Yeah, about 9.
About 9. Okay.
9, 10, yeah.
That's on my end. I probably should be remembering that. But yeah, guys, we have made it to episode 9. So give ourselves a big round of applause.
We pushed through. That's really good.
So everyone, as you may have noticed, when we first started this, we were this is really outside of all our comfort zones, and so it has been quite a steep learning curve on how to be on camera. I guess I'm always on the other end, but not in front of the camera. So I think we're getting there.
Yeah, and I can see for myself, I feel a little more comfortable being in front of the camera, whereas when we initially started, it was not it.
Yeah, and I think so part of what we're doing is a 30-day challenge, and so part of that challenge was to go live for 30 days straight. And yeah, I must say, when I heard that was the challenge that we had to do for our course. So we're doing a Wisdom to Wealth course with Anthony O'Neill and Jamal Miller, and when they had said this is going to be part of our challenge, I was telling Charlene and Puni, like, oh, I think I'm going to struggle with this. It's a little bit out of our comfort zone, but hey, we're doing great, guys. Awesome.
Yeah, day 9. Episode 9. So that's progress. That's good. So
yes,
we should be proud of ourselves. So, just with every day, there is a topic assigned to each day. For those who have been joining us and for those who've joined us for the first time, today is Travel Thursday. And so the idea behind Travel Thursday is to give ideas of places within Queensland, specifically like the Brisbane or Gold Coast regions, for international students to visit when, you have a bit of downtime or when you have time to go out and explore. And so for today, our Travel Thursday is on Brook Falls, which is it's located within the Springbrook National Park, which is in the Gold Coast region. It is quite a popular place for locals. I know for myself, when I've gone there have always been a lot of people, and it is a hike for all ages. I've seen, they look like students, so they're young people. I've seen, parents with the young children. I've seen older folks as well. And so from the Logan area to get to Brook Falls, it is about an hour, maybe 20-25 minute drive. And from the Brisbane region, I'm sure it's about maybe an hour 30 to 45 minutes drive. And so it is a hike. Well, it is a circuit. And you start off within the parking lot area. In the parking lot area, it is quite a decent sized parking lot. But if there is a need for overflow, there's street parking. I'm not too sure if public transport goes there. So
Yeah.
it's encouraged to have your own car, or you could carpool with friends. Because the drive out there is also very beautiful. And
Yes.
so yeah, it's just all like forest and it's all greenery and it's really beautiful. And so, like I said, you start off in the parking lot picnic area. So there are tables there for a picnic after the hike. There are also public bathrooms, which are long drops, so very old school. And if you haven't seen one of those before, then you can at least say that you've seen one.
You're in for a surprise.
Yeah.
The Australian experience.
Yeah, it's like a good old Australian outback experience. But within that area too, there are 2 cafes on that street leading up to the parking lot area. So if you forget to bring food or water, there's places there that you can purchase those things. But it is encouraged to bring your own snacks and water, just to keep yourself hydrated on the walk. The walk itself is about 2 hours return.
Sorry to interrupt. So when you said bring your drinks or snacks in it, so do we say chili bin or esky?
No, so like a backpack with that stuff in it.
Awesome.
Yeah, because it is a descent into a gorge, so carrying a chili bin or it would be quite the workout. I mean, if you're trying to get do arms or something, then yeah, you can bring it. but it is a circuit going down into the gorge, and because of the waterfall, and usually I see a lot of people just having a little picnic down there instead before they come back up, before they make the ascent back up to the picnic area and the parking lot. But yeah, and it is I mean, your fitness level doesn't have to be amazing. So I think it is an easy enough walk for, all fitness levels. But again, it's just, taking your time. I know there are some people who walk it faster than others, but it is a beautiful, beautiful circuit. Yeah. And so that's Purling Brook Falls. If you ever have the time to check it out, I recommend that you do. It's also a nice place to just take photos or just to relax, and just to be in nature and be outdoors. Yeah. Have you guys ever been there, or have you guys heard of it?
When you were talking about it, and I was thinking, I have, that sounds familiar. And then when I look back, I did go with a few friends. It was quite a while ago, but I was like, oh yeah, this is the place. And so I had a few photos. I was thinking, should I share? No, they're a little bit old school photos way back in the days. But it was, I think the drive up is just as beautiful as getting there.
Yeah.
A lot of windy roads, guys.
Yes.
So if you do have that car sickness, it probably takes something before you go, because there are a lot of windy roads, and take your time on those roads. So I was driving a van of friends and it is quite a windy road, and in some places can be a little, you have to sort of go right on the side, but the drive up, as you said, is beautiful. It's you can see a lot of the rainforest, and just sort of mini falls if there's been a bit of rain going up. I think probably one of the best things I enjoyed was the view coming back, because you get to see the Gold Coast hinterland area, as you're descending from the mountain or from up there. So it really was a beautiful sight. So definitely something to check out. Yeah.
I'd like to add something to what Charlene was talking about. The Purling Brook Falls. Safety. So, safety is probably one of the biggest things when going out to nature and exploring different native areas, is because even though it's not a dangerous trek or a dangerous hike, you can still get yourself into dangerous situations. So making sure safety, you're being safe, and not doing any things that can put you into those kind of situations. So for instance, going off the track, or staying without a guide, or going away from where your friends or family can see you, because it puts you in a situation where you can't get help. So if you're stuck, or if you're, just say you get injured, or anything like that, it's kind of difficult for someone to come and aid you in those times. So I guess just be mindful, and make sure that you're being safe, because we don't want anything to happen like that.
Yeah, and I think too, like adding to the safety is because it is a nice trek. Sometimes you can think like, oh, should I go off that side, or should I run down here and have a look? Because there's some areas, isn't it, Shah, that you come to cliff faces.
Yeah.
So you do need that bit of ounce of of safety.
Yeah.
And especially with being mindful if you have little ones, or you aren't aware of where you are. So yeah, safety I think is very important. I think too, after a big rain, there can be leeches and ticks. So just have a whole lot of insect repellent that will help you. I know chuck it all on. But I know there's I'm sure there's something like a tick type of repellent. Don't quote me on that one, but just have a look. I think safety is really important. Always take a drink. You gotta have a drink. And because it's kind of like how Shah said, you're going in a gorge. You might think, oh, it sort of changes temperatures, doesn't it? Like you go in deep and it's
cooler.
And then when you're coming back out, it's really hot. So also take your sunscreen, That's probably that's one I need. Sunscreen,
Yeah. And because it is cooler down there, but the sun is still shining. So what Phil has said is important. Also, your shoes that you wear, I think is very important. Make sure they're like good walking shoes. Like flip flops and stuff probably isn't the go. But yeah, I think it's really important just to be prepared when you go up there. Like when you said, it is like somewhat of an easier circuit, but it's always good to just be safe. I have seen people in the past kind of standing on the cliff side. And every time everyone's just like, just hoping nothing happens. So I think it's really important just to be, just to always be safe, on the safe side. You don't want to go up there, have fun, and then, something happens. So make sure you do have fun, but you have fun and you're being safe.
Yeah, and probably a good time to go up is in the morning. Like that's probably the best time, because once it starts to especially if you're mid-afternoon or something, it can get very dark quickly. So you don't want to be left out there in the dark. So do morning treks. You get to see everything. It's you get to see all the morning and the afternoon. So do the morning treks is much better. But Shah, did you know that I was having a look yesterday, and I thought it was pretty good. So it's part of, let me see. So they make up part of the World Heritage heritage listed Gondwana rainforest of Australia. So I think it's
Ooh,
I thought that was really interesting. That's pretty cool.
that's Springbrook. Springbrook.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty neat too.
Yeah, that's nice because
Yeah,
like it is a big national park. Like there is more to see.
yeah.
But I know Purling Brook Falls is probably just like a small part of it, you know.
Yes, yeah.
And I do know they have a website that you can check for park alerts.
Yeah.
Because like Puni and Phil said, you know, after rainfall, it can get quite like slippery on the track and stuff. So I think just checking that out first to see if it is open, because there have been times where we've gone out and it's like been closed. So I think just double checking that it is open so that it is safe enough for you guys to go out and explore. But yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a really nice waterfall. So yeah, and I think you can swim there. I actually don't know, but I see people swimming. I don't know if it's allowed or
Yeah,
not.
yeah. I think there's
Yeah,
some places that you can swim. I remember seeing people swimming as well.
yeah,
We kind of
but it's
went when
cold.
it was just yeah, was I went to touch the water, but it's we went when it was just out of winter going into spring. So
Yeah,
it was too cold for me. But yeah, it's a nice place when you come down and have that little picnic there. Yeah, that was
yeah,
great. But
yeah,
yeah, that's nice. We'll have to go check it out again, like because it's been such a long time since
yeah,
since I've been. Yeah.
I feel
yeah.
like
It's been a couple. Sorry.
sorry. Oh, I was just gonna add. I feel like going on hikes or native walks, it like releases some tension that might be holding you back or any stress. So like even just going with your friends and having like a good time, it's able to calm you down from any stressful situations like school or any assignments coming up. So just going on that walk can
Mhm.
help you. So yeah.
Yeah. And I think I'm not too sure if you've got all your classes and it's the week after O week, so I think things are starting to ramp up at the uni, and we are going to do a couple of catch-ups over the semester, so keep an eye out for that where we can see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, it'll be good to, you know, like Phil said, you guys are probably kind of just getting into you know, kind of hitting the ground running right now.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
good to have these ideas of places that you can visit, you know, so that when that time comes for you to have some downtime, you have places to explore. And like when he said, it's good to get out and in nature, disconnect from your devices because I believe there is no Wi-Fi. Wait, yeah, I don't think there's any service out there. So
I don't,
you
yeah,
are, yeah, you're just talking with your friends and connecting with them and just
yeah,
having fun and just being in the moment, which I think is really important. That way, when you go back to doing assignments and schoolwork, you kind of go back refreshed and re-energized. So yeah, that's our travel Thursday for today.
nice.
Purling Brook Falls.
Yes, so get out there, guys. I did just leave the details in the description, so you can link there and have a look yourself. So yeah, and if you do go, let us know. Let us know how it was, what you did, and any tips, any updated tips that you might have for us. But thanks for joining us again this morning, this evening, this afternoon, wherever you are. I hope all is well in your world, and we will catch up with you again tomorrow at 7 a.m. Brisbane Eastern Time. And that will be Friday for us. So it's
Yay!
when me and Shah went to BYU in Hawaii, Friday is called Aloha Friday. We might have to bring out our aloha gears. But you guys have fun out there. Take it easy. Stay safe. And we'll catch up with you tomorrow.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
Yes.
Bye.